Okay, so what I'm thinking is we're going to set this up so that we can run these down through even though we don't need them. Oh, I wonder if it should be good, right? All right, let's get started here. Let me just shut this off quick. There we go. So we're starting a brand new railroad. It's gonna be called the Northwoods Railroad. Actually, it's what I called my one that I had when I had my I even explain it when I had my own one at home. So anyway, what we're gonna try and do here is we're gonna start over here, and I'm trying to remember how I want to do this. I had it all figured out in my head, and then I kind of forgot what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Um, let's see. This would be a right hand switch. You want this because we're gonna go like I think that'll do it right there. Okay. Now what I'm attempting to do is I want I gotta hit that key again. I want to have this kind of a cascading, but I want to be able to, come down into each one. But I think it'll work. I'm not sure. Oh, okay, we're on that one. So let's make sure we're on the correct one. Now we're on what I probably should have done was push that out a little bit further because I don't know if that'll work. Let's actually delete that. I don't like how that looks. What I want to do is I want to come down in between each one of these, but I think let's just see if we can do it this way. Let's be a right hand switch like this. I think if we go like this, that'll work there. And then if we swing this around and like that, that should work there. Now, I'm trying to think exactly how I want to do this. So that'll cascade that one down in. That'll give us, the one in between. So now on this one, we want that. And then we'll just kind of, we're just going to keep doing this way until we get exactly what we want. It's going to be a mess load of switches because we are trying to do something, kind of weird, or at least I'm attempting to. I'm not sure. Wait, did I mess this up? Give me a second here, I may have messed this up. Yeah, I think so. Let's just demolish all this. I did this wrong. I'm trying to be a little too picky on this. And really, all I really want is to cascade this out. But like I said, I'm trying to do it so we have it back in there. Trying to think. Let's see, if we delete this one, it just don't work in the next few seconds. We'll just say the heck with it and go move on to the next step, just kind of, I mean, I can always redo this whole idea later, you know. See, that's the thing oh, I know what I need to do here. Yeah. Um, let's just see if I can, I don't know why this thing's being so weird all of a sudden. Okay, something's being weird. Oh, it's on that end of the train, or the thing, yeah. So what I really actually wanted to do is we're going to go in here. This is why it wasn't working. Is because I wanted to do it like this. And now with these new splines, in case you haven't, if you haven't played it or you're thinking about playing it, whatever, it's kind of interesting how this all works. I am going to take this one down in the middle and like that. That looks good, I think. Might be a little bit messy right there, but so yeah, I mean they're a little that needs to be actually pushed over a little bit. Give me a second here. But you get the general idea of what we're doing, and this one of course is the wrong right hand switch. It needs to be this right hand switch like this, because we need that over there. Now I got kind of a bad habit of killing trees, so you know what? For right now, let's just hook this up so that all of our so we don't have any extra tracks. We're not going to worry about the extra ones. When we need them, we'll put them in. I think that'll be kind of a better idea. I mean, it is kind of goofy looking right now, but so let's see. To do this one, what we need. I think it's this one. Yeah. Now that is kind of actually, I think we actually need a left-hand switch. Because what we want is we want that one to go straight out, which would be this left-hand switch. And it's not, like I said, it's not going to be perfect on the switches or anything, so I don't expect it to be. It don't have to look perfect. I really don't care. There, that should fix that. Now this will get us wherever we're gonna go with this track. You know, we'll get centered on it. But even though there is kind of a track bed there, I don't really care about following that track bed, to tell you the truth. But we're gonna run this out here so that we're already beyond the, you know, the one they already gave us. And we're just gonna go back quick and chop out any of these trees that are kind of a pain in the butt. I've been playing myself, trying to remember how to do everything and get tracks laid. I've actually got every single business connected, but as you can see, unlike before when we did this, when we were doing it on, I think we did it on Twitch, I believe. It's much more intuitive. Let's put it that way. And it's not this 3 feet of track, either. And the nice thing is we can curve it wherever we want now, and we can get some pretty decent curves, and we can really bring it out here. I personally like bringing it out so that it's just about into the trees here, or into the line out here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put that one there. Pretty much what I want to do is I want to finish the first part of this, and this is all flat. I know it looks like it's rising up, but as we get back onto the the flatter land, it'll look better. And we're just going to go out and we're going to put it in, and then we're going to get ready. I need to look at my map here. I need to go out further. This nice thing is now we can just drag this track. I mean, we're going to put other switch tracks in, so it's going to be kind of a pain in the long run, but we're going to do some other stuff at that point. Doing that. It does this every once in a while. I mean, not like it's. I think what it is we're not. We might even be in the ground. We might need to actually come up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, we need to come up and out this way a little bit. So we'll just connect that track right there. And like I said, it'll make it a little bit easier in the long run when we do everything. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to be up here. Now, even though we don't need the switch right away, we're going to throw the switch in once we're ready. You know, when we get up here where I think is the turning point, which I'm not sure exactly. See, the thing is there's this kind of a hill up here. It's kind of a mess, and that's what I'm trying to avoid, that hill. We can go up maybe just a hair more, and then we're going to go like here. That should work there. Now let's see, it needs to be a right-hand switch. I think we want it on the outside. Need to get back on the correct section of the switch here though. Whoops, we're not. That might be the correct spot. Nope, that's not it either. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I want to get a little bit further here yet on the rest of the track. We're not going to worry about the diverging track. We're going to do the main track. Just keep looking to see if anybody's coming in, because I do want to offer people a chance to, you know, come and join if they want, you know. So let's see, are we out past the other hill? No, we are not. See, a hill over here to our left is the one I'm trying to avoid. But I've kind of got this whole idea kind of figured out already how I wanted to do this. Now, we need to go over here just a little bit. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so where are we at now? So let's go ahead and we're going to lay the track. I'll probably have to jump it. But let's go ahead and get this all set. Let's go get this all cleared with trees, you know. Any trees are, you know, within a few inches of the track or in the track are going to get removed. Some of them I'm just going to try and hit, and if I don't hit them, I don't hit them. I know it's down in the grass a little bit, but I've never had that derail a train, even when we were on the old splines, so just gonna see how this goes. And you know, right now our main goal is to go up to. We're gonna actually, when we're done here, we're actually gonna go up to the logging camp, and we're gonna build our way back from the logging camp. Some of these that I'm cutting out, I really don't do, but I like to be able to see when I'm coming through. I don't like having to fight with it. Okay, so I'm going to just clear the beginning of our way here. That's in the right spot. This is so nice. I mean, before you'd have to lay the track bed. You'd have to lay, or then you'd have to try and lay the track on the exact bed that you just laid. This is so nice because it lays the bed for you. This is really nice. And I've been having really good luck with this. I mean, I've made a few mistakes on my map, and that's okay. You know, maybe we'll make a few here, some new ones, who knows. This will take, like I said, it'll take a little bit to get back, and we're gonna have a few hundred trees diving in our way, and I don't know why they do. It's funny because like the trees want to fall towards you for whatever reason. And now, should we get like a bad spot in the track or whatever, we'll just take out a section of track, and then or we'll probably take two out, and then come back and build it back to that point, you know. But other than a small amount of bridge that we have to build for this, I mean, we gotta have a bridge going up. They're coming from up above. And that's actually what took me the most time. I think I spent like 3 hours with the splines trying to figure it out how I wanted to come over there, because I was trying to keep from, I mean, it is a grade. You have no choice but to have a grade going from the logging camp to the lumber mill. Because if you kind of look at the map, you can see that it's uphill to the lumber mill, and it's or the logging camp, and it's way out there. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's not real. I mean, you look at it, our tracks are just past the hill here. I know you can't see where I'm pointing, but it's out the way the arrow's pointing, out past that little hill there. And then you can see how far out the logging camp is from there. I do that all the time. I get so used to some of these games are, you know, hit escape to get out of the menu. And so I tend to get, you know, stuck on the idea of doing it that way. So I think what we're going to do is fire up Betsy when we get back here. We should actually be able to buy 2, if not 3 more cars when we get down here. I'd like a total of 6. But, you know, we don't have to have 6. You know, and at some point we will have a path coming from here out to the main line, and we'll, you know, that'll be one of our switches. And then we'll have to rebuild the track completely from there. But that's not a big deal. I don't really mind. Let's see. So it's really not going to matter, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-rail Betsy so we can put her out in front of them. This is a good little porter. Get some power. And we can actually haul 6 cars with it, you know, and we may fix all this, you know, we may change how this goes. And I just messed that up again. Looks like a great key. There we go. I'm gonna see if we can move it up here though. Okay. Whoops. Dang it. I'm good at that when I'm trying to re-rail stuff. I'll hit the run button and then... There we go. So let's get some wood in her. Oh god, the throttle. I want the door. There we go. Yeah, I know, I talked to inanimate object. When they start answering payback, that's when I worry. Huh? I didn't get, for whatever reason. There we go. You always gotta make sure that little firebox thing is up there in the corner, and okay. So actually, how much money? Oops, do that again. We get to start. We start with $2,000, so that's more than enough. So let's go ahead, and what we need is we need these cards. We technically need 6 of them. We have 1 right now, but they're $300 a piece. I mean, we could probably get 6. But no, it's going to make us... Oh, shoot. I didn't want to do it that way, but that's okay. what my plan was is if you go in here, you can set the number. So, this is going to be our log train. So let's just, we're going to make it log 1. And we're not going to worry about, or actually let's make it log 3 because we already have the cars. And, and I really don't care. And NWRR for the Northwoods Railroad. And as you can see, it puts it on there. So, and they're going to be out of order. They're going to get out of order, no big deal. But it's just fun to do, to have it like that. And, we could actually, down the road, delete the other cars and, give them new things. So, did I do the numbers or the thing backwards? I did. That's okay. Because that was actually the number. Because NWRR is supposed to be down there in the back, down here. But that's okay. Okay, so that's 4. Let's just get all 6, and then we'll log 5. Wait, why did that give me? Oh, it did give me a log 5. Okay. All right, now we'll get number 6 in here, and then we'll stack them all up on the track. It does. Oh, there we go. It does that once in a while. It looks like instead of grabbing what I want, it'll grab the wrong thing. So log 6. Like I said, we can delete cars later if we want to actually. I mean, they're going to get mixed up. They're going to be hauling completely the opposite thing. This will probably end up hauling pipes at some time. But, it's just fun to have it on there, and they're supposed to be part of a certain group. So now, first, I think we can get it in between here. So that's exactly what we're going to try and do. Did I get it? No, you gotta click on the deck to get it to work. Okay, so that'll work. That's our one that we made the mistake on. That's of course, it's going to try and put it on the wrong spot. And we're going to go through and we're going to set everything up so that they'll all be set in here properly. Let's see. Right in? There we go. And oops, of course. So then we'll grab that last one. Now we're going to set them all up so they're ready to be connected. I know it's kind of an ordeal. It's kind of a lot of work sometimes because, I could have just, pulled Betsy backwards and forwards a few times and set up all the cards. But yeah, and as you can see, it's already. Okay, so we're just going to get these pins in here. Oops, wrong one. I do that once in a while, put the pin in the wrong spot. You can put the pin in, but you got to pull it back out to be able to hook the loop in. Okay, we're going to leave this car with full brakes. Otherwise, we're just going to go through and we're going to shut the brakes off on all the cars. Or, this is my way of doing it. I don't think this is the correct. But this is the way I do it. And what we're going to do is we're pretty much just going to, once Betsy's fired up and we're get all the cars hooked together. Whoops. Get 0, please. There we go. She may have enough power now. Yeah. So let's go ahead and shut the brake off. And we're just going to push this back until we see that back car start to move. And, Betsy does have enough power to push that, the car with full brakes on, so. Okay, I think we pushed it. And I don't, the reason I go so slow and everything is because I don't want everything to disconnect on me. But now we can just go back through and put all these wobbly pins in on each car. And you'll probably throughout this series, if we decide to actually make a series out of it. You'll see me mess with cars like this a lot. You know, we'll end up having to, because I'll make a mistake and we'll have to re-rail, you know, half the train or the whole train, or and even the engine. Okay, turn the reverse around that way. Now on mine, I can go, you know, 100% throttle and no problem. But now the one thing they did change when they did this, what if I still got a brake on? Is that the switch is now throw. So if that switch was in the wrong position, it automatically throw into the correct position. But when we're coming the other way, you go against the middle, we have to change it ourselves. But you know, and like I said, my track is not going to be perfect the first time. There's going to be, we'll end up moving Betsy back and making revisions and all that fun stuff. You know, and we'll probably end up building it, and then we'll tear the track apart, put the switch track in, and then we'll tear it apart again, put the switch, you know, move other, you know, add extra switches. There'll be, it gets kind of interesting after a while. Because sometimes I'll have, you know, especially when we got a bridge, I try to stay on the bridge, so we'll throw tracks up in front of us and just see how it goes. Now, should we decide to actually do this, you know, more often, you know, every weekend or whatever, what we might do is try and lay tracks on the weekends, and then if we do the, you know, do a regular one during the week, we'll run train cars around and stuff like that. But you know, if we got enough tracks and we're just trying to fill up a place, we'll do it on the, you know, whenever we want. And if we need to put a stream in instead of you know, every time we do it, we'll do a stream every time. It doesn't really matter to me. And if you decide you want to join when I am streaming, you know, feel free to let me know, and I can shoot you a private message, tell you what the password is, and let you in. And or, you know, maybe we'll just decide, you know, hey, it's not that big of a deal. You know, nobody's going to come in that's malicious, and if they do, you know, we just shut down the server and change the password. It's really not that hard to do. As you can see, my little graphic over there kind of blocks stuff. We may move that, but in fact, let's see, can I move that? If I click that, yeah, we're gonna put this up here so it's not, you know, in the way anymore. And there we go. There, okay. So we're gonna shut down somewhere in here, because I think our end of track is coming up, and I don't really want to. Yeah, it's right there. Please stop, Betsy. That always works. Just throw it in hard reverse. So we're obviously gonna get rid of some trees here because they're in the way, but I don't know if that one got killed or not. I didn't want that one there. So I don't like them that close to the track, but so like I said, we're gonna go up to the logging camp over here to the left, and so we'll end up at some point we'll run the track straight out here, and we'll connect up. But let's see, where is it? We look here. Just a little bit further up here. You'll be able to see this, kind of see the sawmill. It's back over there somewhere anyway. I think it's past this little hill here. that's the actual hill that we come down to. Anyway, it's back over there. I mean, I know where it's at. But I'm sure I'm lined up with my... Now, the logging camp is kind of a weird one. It's got this huge area that's... how do you want to explain it? There's this huge hill up there that we have to go. We either got to go over or around. And I'm going to choose to go around today. I mean, we may... but what we're going to do is we're going to have a switch that comes in, and we'll go to the two on one side, and then we'll have some other stuff elsewhere, you know, for as far as doing everything. Now this is the hill. I think this is the hill I'm talking about right here. Kind of looks like it. But what we're going to do is when we come out, we're going to try and slide through here so it's not as much of a hill. But to do that, because of the way it's built over here, and once we decide, yeah, that'll work type of thing, we'll start taking some of these trees out and remove that. Why is that? Still done. Okay. Give me a second. I just need to, I'm, just getting this all figured out, and I don't want this, that's part of kind of that thing there, so okay, that'll work. Dang it. I hate when it does this to me, and there we go. It kind of snaps the screen, and it puts the little markers for each item there. Okay, so we're going to keep heading towards the logging camp, which is just up over the next hill. Maybe right here. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up, for right now, we're going to set up the track that goes from here all the way back to the other side of the cabin. And then we're going to go over here, and we're going to do the same thing. Now this side does not get used right away, so we may or may not do that right away, but as you can kind of see, there is a way out here, and technically we can come up and turn like right here, start the turn, and then put the switch track in back over here somewhere and bring it in, because we're going to go, I don't know. It's just kind of weird, to try and explain it, because I can't put a pointer on the map when we're looking at the map. But we're going to kind of come over this direction, and then we'll curve out and go down towards the logging, or towards the mill. That's kind of the nice thing, right now where we're at, if we go pull up the map, we're up where it says logging camp, and that arrow is there kind of turning back and forth. But as long as we're at the logging camp, the sawmill, the freight depot, but we can go out to the oil field, but there's only one set of things from the sawmill that can go out to the oil fields. And once that's full, then we got to start going elsewhere, which is down to the smelter. Well, when you start taking that path out to the smelter, it's kind of a little bit of a wavy path, and then, but you'll see when we get that far. I don't know if we're going to get that far today. I mean, my goal is to get started here, get like 4 or 5 trips down to the sawmill, or even if you can only get one, but 4 or 5 would be ideal. Let's put it that way. Okay, so we need to change our grid alignment here. I think, did that work? Yeah, it looks about right. So we're gonna just kind of drag this out. I wish in a way we could do a snap to grid, type of thing. I mean, it is kind of to the grid, but as you see, you know, I can screw up the alignment myself. And that's why that's a little, you know, why it's not perfect. You know, it's supposed to be out here like that. So now we can go back to our grid for 10. And I'm not guaranteeing this is perfect, and I can see it's not. You know, it's going to be a little bit of a curve. Because I'm not good at doing that, you know, it's like... But no, this is completely facing the other way, so we gotta kind of... I mean, but it's not, you know, the end of the world, you know, we can kind of... we can work with it. You know, it's not that big of a deal, so we're just gonna do that. And like, you know, as you see, you know, as I came out, it kind of bent a little bit, but we had to get out in front of this cabin. Now, there is some other spots that are kind of weird like that, and I'm hoping maybe down the road they'll change the way they work, but, you know, there's no guarantee that they'll ever change it, so. Okay, so like I had said, you know, it does go out there and does that little kind of deal out there, so we're going to do the best we can. And again, the track was facing the other way, so now we're kind of doing it our way, you know, change it back around the other way. And just, I'm not sure exactly where I want this. I'm gonna get it back here a little bit further if I can. Yeah, I think that there will work. And now, just like before, let's see, this would be a right-hand turn that we want. We want this one because we're going to flip it around. I think that's the one we want on there. Yeah, yep, that's right. Get rid of some more trees, get them out of the way so we can do stuff. Now we do have another switch that we're going to put in up here before we do anything. And it's going to be our, it's going to kind of be our, I don't know how you want to explain it. I'm trying to think how I want to explain it exactly. So one half of the switch is going to go this way. And which we could do back, well, we don't want to do back to back because we're going to come in, you know, out here somewhere. It's going to go out here. But it's going to be our turnaround, so that we can always be facing the correct way. So I guess that's how I want to explain it. I'm good at explaining things, but sometimes I just get a little... It seems like I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes. Let's put it that way. Okay, so I need to see exactly where I'm at on the map. So we need to back up a little bit more. That should do it. Because we are, you know, kind of dropping down here already, it's a little bit harder to see the track, so I hopefully got it perfectly straight. But straight enough to make me happy anyway, I hope. And I don't know why I didn't just turn and get this going down the hill like I usually do. Trying to think exactly how I want to do this. That one's fine. More or less what we want to do is we want to come, you know, we want the switch coming out. In fact, let's just delete that. That one's not correct. So, no big deal that we deleted a few trees. We'll kill enough trees to make Paul Bunyan jealous by the time we're done. Okay. So, I think if we do it like right there, and this will be a left-hand switch, And I'm not sure it's going to look correct, you know, it's going to look a little funky. We may have to straighten the track out, you know, or completely change it, you know, altogether. Yeah, it's going to be a little strange. We're going to have to come out. Let's just come up. I'm kind of I'm not a perfectionist, but sometimes I feel like I think I am. You know, do something and I'll be like, nah, that ain't gonna work, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try pulling this out a little bit further and maybe even why are we not curving? Oh, because I hit 5, that's why. Okay, so we're just going to kind of work at this a little bit. You know, like I said, it doesn't work perfectly all the time for me. And sometimes the track just really dislikes me and doesn't want to work at all. And that should be not wanting to work. Or did it twice? No, it didn't place yet, so. There we go, that's probably how we want it. The city of, why are you not working? Sometimes it's just some little goopy thing, you know, that's, for whatever reason, it's not, I'll remove some trees here just to be on the safe side. I know it's not trees, but it never hurts to remove a few trees. I don't know if it got kinked a little bit or if I'm just not looking at the track correctly when it's going out or what here. Something's not working right. But or maybe we were just too, you know, far above the ground. What is your problem now? Your track? Okay. It likes to just be a little stubborn from time to time. And I don't know what it's doing. It's being weird. We should be able to turn like that. It should not be a problem. Hopefully I don't have to reboot the server or something. I've had to do that before. See, it should actually have absolutely no problem with the track going out in front of me. Come on. Like, yeah, I don't know. Well, that's probably not, that's not up further enough, that's why, but. Will that work, or is that too, no, that's too curved back that way. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. I don't think we're buried in the grass or anything anymore. Yeah, it likes to do this from time to time. I have a little bit of problem with it, but for whatever the dumb reason is, and I don't know, you know. Let's try doing this differently. Sometimes it's that whole thing with the, you know, that style of track. Because we can put the bridge on it. It's just a matter of whether, you know. We're not, you know, it's not like we pay money for the track. You know, our track is free, more or less. I'm sure they'll probably change that one day, but. You know, and I know we're kind of, you know, see, it's doing it again now, so. Even with the track, you know, with the bridge. there. You know, and it's not the trees that are causing it. Whatever's going on here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to restart the server if I don't have to. Let's just do something. Let's see if we can do something here with this. Yeah, see, I don't think the track is weird or nothing. Okay, so there, that let us put that in. Okay, so what we want to do now is see if we can't turn this slightly. Oh, okay, now I can see that it's working properly. Let's see. You know, I wonder if it's because I had, let's see if I did go anyway. I think I need to come back one this way. Yeah, I don't. Let's just see if it's this. We'll have to change the. Sometimes when you mess with that curve, sometimes it'll really mess with everything else. But you know what? You know what we'll do? Let's just go like this. Maybe a left-hand turn. I guess it don't really matter which one it's on. So like I said, this is going to be our turnaround track. We'll just come in and curve. We got tons of room. We can come back out and back in, you know, type of thing. I don't really want to, but yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and now I'm not sure. Let's just see if we can get away with this. I know we gotta come down. I don't think we're ready to come down yet. And this is where it always gets to be kind of weird for me. But, you know, if you watch my videos, you know I'm a little weird anyway. We'll let the spinning tree get done there. Okay, we may have to change how that landed. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing, but yeah, I can't seem to get that tree. We have to. Let's see, we're facing this way. Yeah, we're more or less facing the sun. The one keys. There we go. See, I don't know if that's going to cause. If it does cause us trouble, we'll just have to swap out the track and redo it. Okay, so we need to change the grade. I think if I remember correctly, I used a 1% grade. It's been so long since I built this section of track on mine, and mine's actually, you know, clear off to the right. It's not even right here where we need it. But we'll come down later and, you know, remove all this extra that we don't need. But I'm hoping to get down close to the ground where I can, you know, jump off the bridge and be able to cut trees and stuff. Yeah, see, we're kind of veering off just a little bit, so we may have to change this here in the near future. Yeah, I think we'll probably. I won't be surprised if we rebuild the whole bridge, you know, but that's beside the point. Whoa, whoa! That's exactly how I didn't want it. But that's what happens when you get a tree right at the end of the bridge. We'll just have to walk all the way back, and we'll cut all the trees on the way back, so we don't have to worry about it. Now, if you would have seen me my first time doing this, oh my gosh, there is a swath of trees, probably, you know, probably 6 tracks wide, you know, because of all the many times I've rebuilt the bridge. But I tried, because of the fact that we're using Betsy right now, for one thing, I don't like to, you know, I don't like to use a real high angle. I mean, she can handle it too, maybe even a 3 if she doesn't have a lot of cars. But, I like to just be able to, you know, go up the hill at like 40 or, you know, 40% throttle and not have to worry about it, you know. You know, it is nice when you can just open the throttle up to 100% and not care because your track's smooth, but right now I don't think it's that smooth. Let's put it that way. Right there's our back where we were, but like I said, I'm going to cut some of these trees out just that way we don't have to fight with where we want to be on the track and everything. But we'll come up here on a run, you know, and we'll get everything loaded. Then we'll build the turnaround track, and it seems better to test the turnaround track when you got, you know, actually got weight on the cars. I don't know why, but to me. And every one of these things will have a turnaround. Now this right here might be our fail, one of our fail spots. You know, and you can see it does little silly things like this, but that's nothing. And, you know, now we can see the track a heck of a lot better than we could before. And we still got a few trees that we're probably gonna. I don't know why I grabbed the bridge right away, because. Yeah, I can't see, you know, when I'm underneath the bridge, it's kind of hard to see how close the trees truly are, you know, to the bridge, you know, because they do lean as they go up and stuff. Now, stuff like this really don't matter, but what we'll do is when we're completely done, we'll come up here and we'll redo it, and then we'll make it all one section so that as we go up, we don't have to worry about it. Now, if I was closer to the ground, you know, we would have just stayed right here, you know. But I think what I want to do is I want just go straight out for now for another set or so. And like I said, we may not even be able to hit the ground. We may be. It may have been a 1.5 grade that I had set up originally. I don't remember. I fixed this, you know, months ago on my other, well, what feels like it anyway, you know. But now we're getting closer to the ground. Soon we'll be able to just jump off. It won't even matter. Okay, so we do need to turn a little bit. Oh, let's see, let's get the bridge. Just gonna go out just a hair, and then we'll. I found, you know, clicking it 3 times is just about perfect at most turns. You know, especially at 10, so it's getting a, about a 30-degree bend added. You know, like I said, I won't be surprised if we're off by a little bit. You know, when we get over here, it's never perfect. That's why we go back up and redo the whole thing, you know. Oh, there it goes. See, right now I'm kind of guesstimating. I think we're just about straight, and there's going to be some weird spots coming up. Like when we throw in the switch and stuff, there's some weird spots that don't, that just don't look right until we get the switch in, and then we go and take the whole line up and redo the whole line, you know. But yeah, we're getting near that little hill, so we should be getting close to the ground. In fact, I won't be surprised if we can jump off next time. Okay, so yeah, we might have to curve just a little bit to get to the pond. I might have looked at the thing wrong, but you know, I really don't mind if we do. Put it right there. But now I think we can probably jump off, clear tree, you know, and clear trees. Well, yeah, we're already on the ground, so we'll probably come back and do a little bit of changes to it, but my main goal is to get the next connection in, and then we'll just kind of go up back where we turned, and we'll delete the bridge back there, and then come back, because like you can see, that's actually the output side of the mill. This is the input, because pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to come straight out here, if we can. You know, as you've seen, I'm not very good at getting straight. I mean, if we could actually, ooh, this might not work bad. This might work. This might even work better than it does on my game. Okay, so what we're going to do is after we hit the help button, we're going to hit the correct button at them. But let's go ahead and we'll see if we can, oops, wait, oh, I'm on 50. I thought I was on 1. I'm like, why are you jumping so far? So we're going to just throw this in, and then we're going to go back this way a little ways. Not real far, probably to about the dirt there. See, and like I said, it is there's a little bit to it that's kind of weird. You know, and I'm obviously going to have to... Oh, there we go. Yeah. Are you doing that? Oh, we needed to come completely around. That's why. Okay. I couldn't figure out what it was doing, you know, and it's like, you know, and these things are always, for me, they're hard to set up properly. But we'll get just beyond here, I think. See, and it, oh, shoot, why are we going down one? We need the, oh, okay. It's still fine the way it is. Not gonna hurt nothing. So let's see. We need to come for. Yeah, we're gonna definitely change where that is, but so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna change that in a little bit. But what I want to do is I want to bring the other track over. Now that track that we did the switch on will go down that way and come all the way across all the bottoms. And it'll come into the turnaround. so we won't have to worry about it too much. But this stuff always happens to me. I always, it's like when you got two engineers and you're trying to meet up in the middle, type of thing. I got two halves of my brain telling me that both directions are good. So let's see, where is that track? Probably out here a little ways. I mean, once we get over here, we should see Betsy, so. And it's probably further over here, I think, somewhere. There's Betsy, so. Alright, so here's our track right here that we're looking at. Now, we may end up having to change this to a 1, 1% grade, or even a little bit more than that. And I know the way I got this going, it's kind of weird, because if I turn the 10 thing back on, it'd be fine, but we're just going to come across the best we can. And like I said, it will be an uphill. There's going to be an uphill for it because we can't just connect in without going uphill a little bit. Well, maybe. Okay, yeah, see, there's our track right there. And so for right now, we're going to go like that. And I'm just going to kill the cruiser right near the end of the track there. In the way, we're not going to go running back and do out, and we're going to give out the first 6 or so. And but like I said, I just like to do things a little weird and okay, so I gotta look at how I'm gonna do this because we did kind of come down kind of nicely here. We got to a nice spot where we wanted to be. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back before we made the big curve. Okay, where is the other track? That's what I'm looking for, right there. Actually, if we did this right, I'm looking for the split. There could be like a big gap in the ties. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete and hope that I'm not standing on the part of the track that I'm deleting. Which I am. Okay. So what we're gonna have to do is we'll just make a berm, which is that, or an embankment, whatever you want to call it. Oh shoot, I need to go this way. Okay, so that should work there, I think. No, porch has got to be a pain. It always says this to me out. I try to do it right, and it never wants to do it right. Alright, so let's try that again. Embankment. Oh, that's why, okay. And all I really need to do is get it enough so I can jump up. Or walk up, Doesn't even matter if it's perfect, it can be like that. Because this is not staying here, let's put it that way. So, what we want to do... I wonder if I can get away with the... Turn this around first. I don't think that's going to connect properly, and if it does, it's going to be way up in the air. Well, color me wrong, I guess. So now we're just going to go in here and get some of this out of the way. I mean, ideally, if we wanted to make, if we were more interested in making it look cool instead of trying to get it all just to hook up. But I need that track coming in is where I kind of want to be near. You know, and of course that track we put in, we did not have any drop on it. We're going to have to change that. We're going to have to go back and delete it and change it. I didn't realize that I didn't, change the, we got a black grade right now. And we'll get a black grade when we come down to the other half. But fortunately it's not even that, big, so we can just demolish that. I don't know what I just did, but I did something weird. Okay, so we're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna change this. Even though we were coming down to a 1, you know what? We'll just stay at 1. We're fine. Okay, so I really need to be able to see that other track. I know it's right up here somewhere, but I need to be able to see it come up on that track. Okay, so when we get away, what I'm thinking is we want the switch so that we can come into the switch. And then what we'll do is from the other side of the switch, we'll run more embankment all the way down, because that big hole there is more or less where the embankment really should be. Okay, so what did I do to get this one to hook? Sometimes this. Oh, we're the wrong way anyway. So I want a right-hand switch. Yeah, it's a right-hand. Why is it not? Oh, I just saw it. Where'd it go? You'll see the connection laid up once in a while. How it works, because it'll sometimes be way down on the ground, and usually sometimes I get it to connect from up here, but for whatever reason it doesn't want to do that today. Okay, let's try it one more time. Right hand switch. Dang it. Yeah, see, sometimes it'll just do that. It wants to connect, but it don't. I know how to get it to work. What we're going to do is we're going to put this in, and we're just going to come up and connect it. And then we're going to technically create the switch track. And then we'll delete both sets of tracks. And after we put the switch in. I don't know why it does this. It's kind of a weird thing, but yeah. Okay, now I should actually be able to go like this and get perfection. I mean, it is a little weird how we're kind of done it, but we could have had the track curves back just a hair, but I'm not real worried about that part, because we can come through the woods to get the rest of it. What we're going to do now is we're just going to go like this. And if we run down here, we'll be able to see the other half of our thing. Then we can come back, delete this one, back one space, and connect that as well. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta do some weird things to make things work, I guess. Now, we'll see if we don't have to build this in sections, because, you know, it is a little weird. Nope, looks like we're okay, so. And usually it makes that curve, you know, pretty, a pretty decent curve, so. At least in my, humble opinion, it usually does. Not sure if my opinion means much, but. See, now later on, we'll come out of here and we'll have a switch track here. And we'll probably have another switch track elsewhere, I'm not sure. But when we make the big turnaround, we'll have another switch track out here. But, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, deleting tracks and coming back and connecting it back up again. And it does sometimes change my, my 1% grade to a 1.5 or a 2. But that was the whole reasoning for keeping a light grade, you know. And I try to stay, I try not to do, you know, 3s and 4s. I think, right now on my map, I think, 2 is probably the highest one right now. And here's our other track. Come on. I'll wait for the tornado tree, I guess. They spin, you know, like they're trying to unscrew themselves or something on the ground. And that's working so far. Really can't complain too much. Okay, see, now this one here is definitely going to be coming up here. But what I want to do is I want to go back through, kind of, I mean, you can already see, it's not uphill right now, but I mean, we could probably just say the heck with it, you know, and just do this and go back up here to the switch and connect in. If you want, as you see, you can see up there that, you know, the ground is kind of floating, but when we decide, you know, that it needs to look better, that's when we'll come back and change this, and then we'll have this all as one solid piece of berm. Right. You know, since we're well, we're near the ground, so let's just go ahead and say that. I was thinking about using one of the fancy, you know, trestles, but I don't think we need it. Actually, I forgot when I'm holding shift, it won't lock in. So back here again is where our track actually is. I think it's straight ahead of us. We may have to throw wood in the train again just to get it rolling, but we're doing pretty good because that's level right there, what it's showing for the track. So we're probably only maybe a 1.5% grade as we go up. And I like this, the way we did it. You know, mine's really, you know, like I said, mine's way over there. It's in a really tight spot. You know, I got 4 switches right there, and they're all back-to-back switches. And I think what we're going to do is when we rebuild the switches here, you know, to go in, what we're going to do is we're going to, like, put 2 switches in, and then we'll remove one of the switches and put regular track back in. But then we'll get a nice straight section of track because, you know, the switch is straight, you know, and it's not like we're we can bump the mouse and screw up the angle or anything. And I knew this was going to be, you know, a tree cutting contest here or something. I don't know what you want to call it. But, you know, I can see that we're going to be able to go up and come back. And, you know, there's a little bit of work here and there we have to do, but yeah. Especially when we do the turnaround will be interesting. Because we'll have to come up here, and we'll have to come wherever we're going to go back there, and you know, cut it and put the switch in. And almost got this done. Yeah, good old spinning trees. And the worst thing is, if you get caught too close to one, it'll launch you into the air. That's no fun when you're way up in the air and you're trying to get down from the coal mine, and you go to cut a tree, and all of a sudden it throws you way up across, you know, halfway across the map, and you got to walk all the way back out there. Yeah, not very fun, but yeah, whatever. It is kind of interesting sometimes. Yeah, I didn't really expect, you know, to get people to come on, because I never advertised this or anything. I just told people that it's going to happen on the weekend, and I think I actually had it more or less set for last weekend. But let's go ahead and give this thing some power. Cut out the brake. How are we doing for fuel? We don't have any. That's the nice thing about this. Oh, what's going on? Why am I... Oh, the nice thing about this little engine is it only takes a small amount of wood to get it fired up. Because like one of the next engines we pick up actually takes about 2 or 3 units of to actually fill up the boiler, but you know, it's a longer train, it's a longer boiler. So now we'll go up top, and you know, of course, this is partially testing the track. And once we get up there, we could probably kick this up to 30. I don't think we'll throw it off the track at 30. It's not the crazy train. By 6, okay. Well, it's going on its own. I'm gonna kind of. Is that tree going? No, but we're going backwards. We're gonna give it some more power. All right, come on, let me get the wrong key. Okay, so this grade might be a little higher than what I think. What we might have to do is, at some point, can we go forward, please? Well, for one thing, our boiler pressure is not at 100, so that's part of it. But right now I've got the regulator completely open, and we're struggling. But it's not like we're going to be coming up this track a lot. I mean, we will be bringing a set of cars up this track, but well, maybe we'll just get that. Well, oh, our boiler pressure is so low we can't even do nothing. That's why. But what I'm going to do is, while that's going, I'm going to see if I can cut some of these trees back. Because there are, I just don't like, I don't know why. It's a me thing, you know. If you watch me play Farming Simulator, you probably know that I like cutting out trees and getting them out of the way. Well, I do the same thing here. I mean, I'll clear cut a whole area just to, you know, so I can see across or whatever. You know, and I'm sure if this series does, if we do this as a series, you're going to see me changing the tracks out and doing different ways of building the track. You know, like I said, a lot of times we're just going to pull the track all the way back to the last point and make it all one section, so it's not so. Okay. So we're not fighting it as bad. Like this, I think at some point we're gonna get rid of this whole track, and we'll run from the switch all the way back to the other switch. But not today. Okay, we're at 68%, so be sure my list will be kind of let's break. Yeah, it's not. We're getting close. I mean, we just got to get to about 100 PSIs, and as you see, we're already at almost 80. But we'll get going here in just a few minutes once this is ready. Like I said, I'd like to be able. Really, we're moving forward. Oh, because the regulator's open all the way. I forgot I had the regulator open. Well, let's actually do it properly. I believe if I remember correctly, 2 short flats is moving forward. Okay, but yeah, 50% definitely does it just fine. Now this one will show you what I was talking about how the switch will automatically throw. I'll let you see that. I'm going to make sure that, yeah, we're fine. I just wanted to make sure that this berm sitting here wasn't wrong. Shoot, now you don't get to see the switch there. Sorry, my bad. Oh, we're getting moving. We probably only need about 30% now. Let's go ahead and apply the brake, and I want to kill this tree on the side. I don't like that. Not this one, but the next one. But we will take this one out too. Now you will see us using some different, I mean, these are metal bridges here. We will change out bridges later on in different sections of the map because it's like, I mean, we could have used the other bridge here if we really wanted to, but I'm weird. But we already know this one. There we go. We'll put her at like 30 and see what happens. See, like this up here, we're definitely gonna have to straighten that out. And what I'll do is like, I'll come through and I'll clean out the trees on both sides so we got, you know, a little bit of wiggle room, you know, so we don't have to sit and cut trees next time. And then we'll come in next time and we'll just cut the tree and, or cut the track, get back, you know, get back up on the track, set the, you know, start it, then we'll run all the way down, you know, climb the way, you know, go back to the berm, come back to wherever the track ends, and connect it into one section of track. But like I said, here we'll probably go out there, connect to the switch track, come all the way back here, connect to the switch track. Because that's actually the best way to do it. But it's going to take a little bit to get this thing to get enough. See if we can kick it up to, if we kick it back to 50 if it goes. I mean, really, we've got a lot of cars for this train. We should probably only have about 4. but I don't want to sit and spend, days and days, to make money. I want to have the whole idea of making money done, and be able to buy a bigger engine. And, you know, I know a lot of times engines just get, okay, you're no longer any good, you're off into the scrapyard or, you know, being parked. But there's a lot of engines in this game until we get, enough to cover each, one train per route. It's going to be a while before we actually retire Betsy. Probably get this back to 40, See, now this is where I'm actually worried about it. I'm going to take it down to 30, but this might be a little too tight. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Betsy up into the thing here. And this is why I expect to rebuild stuff. But we'll get on the kind. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's definitely got some power. Okay, I don't know how the heck I left that open. I thought I closed that. Maybe I didn't. But there's some tracks that are too close and or trees that are too close anyway, so. And some of these trees will get, removed as we go because they're in my way. Whoa, why is it going backwards? Oh, because I didn't set the brake, that's why. I turned on the regulator and turned on the wrong thing again. So we're just gonna park Betsy like here somewhere. That tree might cause us to bounce, but I don't know. We'll get rid of it. Make sure Betsy's not moving. Not demolish. There we go. Logging. Okay, so like I had said, we're probably going to delete a whole section here, and so I think what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and the train cars will fall to the ground, but that's fine. I really don't care. We had to re-rail the whole darn thing anyway, so yeah, as you can see they're right here, there's probably some that rolled downhill. We'll probably have to go fetch them. But we're going to go all the way back to the berm, and then we'll come all the way up here, and then we'll have to just remove any trees that are a pain in the butt. But sometimes, you think you're doing it right when you're building it, and then all of a sudden you get to take a good look at it, and you're like, oh, that's not very good. And I knew before we even hit that corner that we were going to derail. Like I said, there's probably some cars sitting way down on the other end. If we don't have all 6 cars when we come back, we know why. Groundwork. We're going to remove that piece of groundwork that we added in, to walk up. I think it's right here. Yeah. It's not that it's causing any trouble or anything, but okay, let's just go back to track. This is the only thing that's kind of weird sometimes. It's weird, one of those things that you got to go back and change stuff and make it work. And so if it wasn't for one little spot up here, I would use this style of trestle, but I'm pretty sure But you know what? Let's try. Actually, let's go with go fireproof red. That's actually a pretty cool looking bridge, and you can see that it's red. And now, like when we do the next set of cars, we'll probably do something with that. We'll probably there won't be any more log cars for a long time until we get way out on the. Well, it's probably over that way. Over that way. Across the mountains is where our connection is to the to where we make pipes. And but first we gotta have iron and coal, and I think we need tools or something, or maybe that's where the tools were made. I don't remember. Like I said, we'll get this up here, which is our cars are right here, and then we'll start fetching the cars and dropping them on the straight track, and we'll just have to do what we did before, you know, connect the whole thing up properly and do this. But this is going to be kind of weird here. If the whole train bridge will connect, because I think there's kind of a tall spot out there, and if there is, we'll just have to grab the other style of bridge and run back and do it. Now it'll look like that, but it should. Yep, there we go. See, this is kind of a cool looking bridge, you know, if we really look at it. There's some saw stuff that's got to be sawed. Well, I guess, you know, if it's October, it must be sawed. But what we're going to do now, it's just, we're going to kind of cheat. I mean, it's not really cheating, it's just, it feels cheaty to me. I think we're actually going to put these on the other side of Betsy. Is she rolling backwards? I can't tell. And then when we're all done with this and we got this set up, we'll just we'll put Betsy down at the other end, and because now we're gonna, let's see, where is that? Right here. This one we're gonna lock at 100, and see, because of where the pin or the hook was before, it does a little weird there, but yeah. Once we need this part, we'll put this in, and this will come, you know, out here and into the logs, I guess is what you call. I mean, they are logs, but they're firewood is what they are. You know, it's cordwood. I'm gonna like coming up this bridge. I can tell already. I've had it once, but oops. Oh well. Sometimes I get in a hurry when I build stuff, and I'll just click, you know, and then you end up with the kind of beechwood colored one or pine colored or whatever. Like I said, we're gonna just put this. We're just gonna put all these cars in spaced out, and we'll put. Let's see, I put the other in just like we did down at the main building. And, okay. Why do you not? We got a black card, so there we go. They do that from time to time. Okay. Yeah, we only got. Don't worry, we only got 4 more cars to go. I laugh about it because it's silly, but we'll probably end up building in the other track, and then what we'll do is we'll load the whole. Where's my copy? Are they down here first? Oh yeah, yeah. So we got like literally 3 cars down on the other end. So what we'll do is we'll re-rail these ones, and we'll just leave them down there. And then when we get the whole turnaround done and we bring Betsy around, we'll just go from there. But like I said, we'll just load three cars of logs for now. And since this one's already sitting right where it's supposed to be, we'll just double check it. If it is, then we'll just put Betsy in front and then not push it back yet. You can tell that I've done this a few times, you know, that I've derailed trains. Let's see, it is left mouse button. Let's not do that. Okay, so, and then, so we're just gonna get this one all loaded up since it's ready to go, you know. Yeah, I'm not surprised that we lost the train, you know. But what we're gonna do for, like I said, for right now, we're gonna leave them down there, because I guarantee you they're all the way down on the other side of the pond. They're probably actually derailed at the end of the pond. So these things are going to take paper. Bring that down. Okay, so logs will make us. They're pretty much 10 a log. So 60 a car. We got. Yeah, I've got a whole, cheat sheet here. That all looks kind of. I don't know if you can see it on the camera if I held it up or not, but it's all nice and neat. I'm sure you can't read it, but it's all kind of neat and ready to go, and very easy for me to find stuff on there. We'll put it that way. This should be last log on there. Yep. There we go. Reverse. We'll do the same thing we did, before. We'll just go till we push the last car and pretty much I should be able to coast right back to the other car. There we go. Does that go in? Yeah, there's a pin. Sometimes when you're standing above it, it's kind of hard to see the pin. But when you're standing right down next to it, it's super simple. Alright, so we're gonna go grab, or pick, move Betsy forward. Betsy, whatever you have. Doesn't matter, I guess, but. So pretty much the front of this car is going to be the front of the deck up here. So we'll get about, oh shoot, I gotta go. Hold on a second. I forgot to shut that brake, or turn that brake off down on the other end. Right. Now, I'm assuming this is going to be okay. If not, we'll do a replacement between those two. In fact, maybe we should, But, let's see what happens first, I'm going to have to look that up and make sure that is actually the correct whistle code. I'm pretty sure it is. The trains I drove were way smaller than these ones. Oh, shoot. Wrong car at the edge of the table. Or edge of the porch. We need the front of that edge right there to be approximately there. That's what I meant to do. There we go. Yeah, and it don't have to be perfect, you know. As long as we're getting close. Well, nope. How did I roll that far forward? Come on. That should be a lot closer now. Of course, I went the wrong way in the first place. It would have been a lot better. Oh, shoot. That needs to be back even further. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong spot. Yeah, we need to be. Well, I think we're okay, but I'm not sure if we can get the far one to reach. If not, now these logs regenerate at a fairly fast rate, and we don't really have to worry about it. Okay, as long as it's putting them on the cars, I really don't care. There's only 6 times. Again, not really sure how this is all powered, but as you notice, there's no electricity or anything, you know. Back in the 1800s type of thing, you know. And this is actually a narrow gauge. This is not, you know, the standard 3-foot gauge that you see, you know, the big trains going by your house on. If you're in America, I don't remember what the gauge is in England. I used to know it, but okay. So at some point here, we're going to connect up here. But for right now, we'll just leave the train sitting, and like I said, we'll get you know, enough because we'll make what, 180, I think is what it. Let's just fix this just to be on the safe side. I don't think we come straight. Okay, so we come all the way back. Okay, so this is a switch. So yeah, so we'll be fine. But I don't like it. You know, sometimes my idea of what looks right and what the game thinks is right are two different things. Because I don't really mind if we, um, why is it not working? I know it's set the other direction, but it should have connected. Okay, it's pretty close to what I had, but you can see it's a little bit wider and looks a little better. You know, like this will change all this too. Let's just see what we can do about getting this going, because we still got to go back and cut all the trees. Yeah, I always like how these tracks kind of do the funky twist. It's kind of funny. Way. Now, I'm not sure if this is the smartest idea to start, you know. It don't look like it's horrible, but you never know. I mean, we're going like 45 degrees, you know. And technically, we're going to go another, I think, another, not quite 45, probably. Whatever it is out here. Because we want to be like, we don't want to be, you know, straight out, but we definitely want to do something like that. Now, I'm not sure if I can get away with this right now. I mean, it may do like a really funky track, or it may not connect at all because we're not further enough out. But let's see what we can do if we do it here. Now, on mine, I have it kind of like this, and it works, you know, fair. Let's put it that way. Okay. Here, I think we can get away again with that 45-degree angle. Yeah. So now, I think if we go and connect with wherever the track is out here, I think it's over here, ain't it? You know, sooner or later I'll find it. Is this it right here? Yeah. There we go. So, since, you know, we got to go and cut trees anyway, let's just start cutting. Now, depending on how far out I was and stuff, we may have a sharp turn here, you know, but I'm hoping not. And maybe, we'll see if we can get, I think we'll, oh, that looks pretty bad. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut that out and see if we can reconnect it, because I don't think it's the proper curve for what it needs. But we will get rid of this tree here. Get rid of this one so it's not in the way. Okay, this might work. We'll see. See, we're kind of far out when we created that extra track, and now it's probably going to look a heck of a lot better. And if not, we'll have to, yeah, I think we'll be okay. Let's make sure there's no trees that we're going to bounce off of. And I really do mean bounce off them. If you're going slow enough, you'll just crash into the tree and then bounce backwards. See, now, when we do this one over here, you know, because it'll go in this way and come around, we'll end up with a switch up here, so that'll all completely get changed. You know, it'll completely throw off our circle again, and we'll have to re-edit, you know, and that's, you know, kind of the... Whoops, we don't want to go that way. Go forward, please. There we go. We should be able to go fairly decent. I mean, I don't expect, you know, to be going, you know, crazy speeds, but... But yeah, as you can see, you know, when we do come out from over there, we'll probably be okay here. You know, and we can probably put a switch here. They're back over here. Yeah, this might be a little tight. Looks like it. Oh, yeah. Let's just pull them around and see what happens. Okay. I figured that much. But let's go ahead and just move Betsy up the track again. Like I said, this happens. I mean, it's not much you can do about it, you know. We'll just go back and reload. I mean, nothing falls off the cars, you know, so it's not like we lose any logs and we got to go back and fix it all. And, you know, it's better to have it happen now than when we got the six car train. Now, it may or may not start rolling forward. I'm not sure. Probably not. But then we'll get this completely out of here and we'll go further out that way and around or something. I don't know. It just, you know, however the mood hits us at the time, we'll just change it to work with it, you know. know, technically we could leave this till next time we come up and fix it then, but I might as well fix it now. You know, I think, did I not grab it? No, I didn't grab it. I think what we're gonna do is, I already got, I guess next time we'll just keep going, you know, for the next couple weekends and see, but I'll see if I can, I've got some groups on Facebook, and I'll try, you know, so if you want to check Facebook, with the YouTube groups, I'll probably I'll try and post, you know, when we're gonna go live. You can also check out my channel at Gaming with Brightblade, and I will do the best I can to you know, just schedule it, you know. Come on. I think it doesn't want to let me. It doesn't want to let me get on the thing. Fine. I'll do it the hard way then. Not gonna let me. Oh, because the brake's still at 100%. Yeah, this is how you drive it if you want to drive manually. But, you know, it does do a little bit of push and shove, so. That one's already technically. Well, we'll hope that it's connected. I think it is, so. Nope, that's the one that's already at 0. Okay, so that's all. We'll see if we can go forward. I don't know, maybe I need to reroute that. See, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's break. I see what's going on. We had 2 separate connector pins. Because obviously it didn't. Usually you get rid of that one, you know, when you make a mistake like I did. No, no. Okay. Yeah, I shut the brake back off, so it's like, there we go. I know I'm always arguing with equipment. Even on Farming Simulator. No, I haven't found a map, but I'm looking for a 3rd map as well, you know, so if you guys want to get on, you know, come and check out Farming Simulator, which is cool, you know, I'd like it. I want to do a 3rd map, but what we might do, I think we might cut some of the, you know, take a day out of this one, out of one of the other things, and go from there. Okay, so I'm going to pull this all the way up past the switch. And then I think what we're going to do is see what we can do about just deleting the track completely from one end and go that way, you know, type of thing. I think if we go to that connection we got back here where the bad spot is, and we come all the way up here, it'll probably work better. It'll give us a nice smooth S-curve. Because it is technically an S-curve the way it's set up. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, we might hit this tree. Let's see if we do or not. Yeah, we're a little too close. Yeah, there was that bounce I was talking about. It just bounced off that tree. I need to make sure there's no other ones that are that close. Yeah. See, I think because of the derail, we never bothered coming down and fixing this. The rails, probably on top. Wait, we got one right in the middle of the track? Whoa! That's hilarious. Oh my god, that was funny. It really was. I mean, now we gotta re-rail the train, but you know, it had its moment. Let's put it that way. Come on. Don't run away on me. We got a runaway train. There we go. Okay. See, this is why I take trees away from the edge of the track. Because then I can look down the track and I can say, okay, there's not any problems. But my silly mind didn't even see the problem with Betsy here, you know. Let's go ahead and re-rail Betsy. Why are you re-railing a flat car? There you go, Porter. Oh, huh? No, I just had it set to Porter. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Whoops. There we go. Oh, come on. I get it right, then I mess it up, then I keep messing it up for whatever dumb reason. Okay. There. Now, we may or may not do this tomorrow night. Just depends on how I feel about doing another one, you know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. You know, I want to get this all done and get at least one run down. And we don't necessarily have to have, you know, full turnarounds done. You know, we can build the turnaround tomorrow if we want to. But I've got, I promised my mother I'd come over for dinner, so, and you gotta keep, you know, gotta keep your promises, you know. Especially with mothers, you know. So I'm hoping that had, there we go. Oh! Wait. No, I don't think that worked because, I didn't hear the noise. But, we'll just, see what happens. I'm guessing when I smack this, it'll probably roll back a little further than what it should, but... Okay. I don't, like I said, I don't know if we're connected there. Oh well. Now, I may go through at some point and edit this whole video, you know, for normal viewing, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that's what I figured happened there. You know, some of this stuff is just kind of... But this is the reason why I did it in a, you know, in a live stream, because it's so much easier doing it in a live stream. You never know how many dumb mistakes you're going to make, and you know, it's like, well, maybe I can cut this down, you know, and wait, did I not lock that back brake? Come on, I swear I did. Okay, I better quit swearing because I was wrong. Okay. Let's see what we can do this time. Yeah, that's okay. I like silly little things happening. Okay. We have an excellent connection, but we're I'm looking at it here, and it's not got a very good connection. Yeah, something's going on here. I'm not getting. So I apologize if the whole video don't get up because we do have a little bit of signal problem. I suppose there's probably a ton of people on right now, you know, streaming their videos and kind of, you know, I went through the main channel instead of the backup where I should have went. Well, let's get this up through the switch anyway. We may not even take it down today just because of the fact that, you know, we are having problems, and we have been on for 2 hours. I don't know, you know, I'd like to get some more viewers, you know, and if we do this tomorrow, I'll make sure I advertise. This was kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing, you know. I've had this video set up like, you know, more or less already, you know, it was already set up and ready to go type of thing to actually run the video itself, but so yeah, so far so good. I don't know if that other switch should have been an outside switch or not. Okay, so we'll just park it out here on the bridge. It's not that I can't get back on, so what we're gonna do is we need to demo this track, and then there should be one more out here that needs to be demoed. Yeah. Now I won't be surprised. Oh, we had 3 chunks of track. Okay. I won't be surprised if it comes way out here or something. I am not the best judge of where to put train tracks. I'll tell you that. Okay, so let's get this done and over with. Because I think it's probably going to change the whole entire track. It's going to be a much bigger S-curve. Man, I was too in the wrong spot there. Okay, so it didn't go as far that way as I did. So we're gonna just go back through and quick log this out. So now today, a new episode of Farming Simulator. The rival challenge could have come out. There was one that was out yesterday as well. And I'm gonna think what episodes were. It's probably 40, 41, and 40. By tomorrow, episode 42 will be out. So, gosh, I hope that works. That still looks a little tight. But I'm not going to worry about it for now. I mean, we will be coming back across it when we come back up. Yeah, my video's being really weird. Like I said, it's probably prime time, you know, and there's a lot of people that have a lot of followers, which is cool. You know, I have no problem with that. You know, I didn't really expect a whole lot, you know. I've got like, what, 34 followers or something like that. It's not a whole lot, you know. But, you know, this looks pretty good. I mean, I want to kind of run down yet and do some of the trees down here, you know, because I know there's a few that are really close to the track. But man, this bridge looks nice. I'm glad I thought about it and said, yeah, let's put it in. Okay, so we'll have, if we can get past that bar in the middle. I think jump here, yeah. I don't want to just leave this, you know, without knowing whether the bridge works, you know. Come on. There we go. Okay, it was cut already. It just hadn't disappeared. Sometimes I wish that was a little bit shorter amount of time, but you know, whatever, you know. But if you haven't gotten this game and you enjoy watching this, definitely go on Steam or wherever you buy your games and check it out. I don't think it's free anywhere right now, so that I know of. I mean, if you know, let me know, and I'll just send me a message either here or whatever. You can it is actually I do actually have my email and everything connected into this, so you can contact me that way too. Right, yeah. I figured there'd be a few, spots here, Because if you look, that's where the track was running before. And this is how I got, that wide area of track. And I won't be surprised if it happens again. Oh. Nice. It's kind of funny because as I'm recording this, we're just backing back into the cars right now. For the, third mistake I made, whatever, third, fourth. But, it's fine, it's no big deal. Like I said, I get that it's, it's Saturday night, there's probably a whole bunch of people playing some really, popular games, out there and people watch, And, it's not my goal anyway to be, the popular guy who introduces new video games and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna have to, this game's been around, for just over a year, so it's a good game. I mean, I'm not saying it's not. I will tell you, I did go away from it for a while because of the building, but this whole thing with the splines, and this is all beta yet. If you want to use the splines like I'm doing, you have to turn it on beta. And it does work really well. I mean, they've gotten a lot of bugs out of it. From what I understand, there's a whole team that does all the graphical part of it, and another guy, the guy that actually wrote the game from the beginning, is the one that does all the coding. And I'm pretty sure that's correct. I mean, I may be wrong, but yeah. I'm sure somebody will let me know if I'm wrong, but I'd rather have it right anyway, so, instead of saying it wrong. So let's see, we'll have to flip the switch down there. I should have thought about that while I was down there. Because that's, we're going to be going against the points. I really, really like this. I mean, I've played some fun games like Derail Valley and stuff like that. And those are really good games, but you're already using just their mechanics, as far as everything that happens, in the game. But this, not only do we have to worry about the train derailing, we gotta, because of our tracks, it's just kind of fun, and the nice thing is if you know an area is bad, you can fix it. So from what I'm seeing already, this is way better than what I have on my map. It's looking really nice. This is insane. So we can swing out and pick on the cars. Yeah, I like this bridge because it's got the walkway, you know, and the walkway is kind of cool, I guess. But once we get out here on the bridge a little ways, probably, or another, probably right about here, we can probably just shut the regulator off. Yeah. Because the logs should pretty much push us down the hill. There's no reason we need, you know, to burn logs when we don't even have any in the system right now. Yeah, if we had any viewers before that, they probably left. It's really bad. So we might have to, well, we're gonna have to brake when we hit the berm anyway, because we gotta switch the track before we go down, otherwise we'll end up back over at the yard. And, you know, like I said, if we do the whole video and we decide to do this as a series and, you know, connect as much as we can and start making some money in the game, you know, it'd be kind of cool, you know, to get that far, you know. I'm right on the edge of being able to do that. I'm just getting coal going on my map, and in fact, I tore a whole mess load of track apart, and we're doing our best to get there, you know. I'm gonna throw the brakes on. So, you know, I'm gonna have ideas, you know, from that, but I'm also gonna have, you know, ideas, you know, that are gonna come new to us. All these different things that happen, you know, when you're brainstorming something. Right. Okay. So we can now go all the way down. You know, I'm gonna have to go retrieve the other cars. What I think I'll do is, in between episodes, I'll retrieve those other cars, because now that I'm thinking it, we just close the switch. And so we're going to go straight through the switch. See if I can get a little bit of power, get this thing moving. We don't have a lot of oil in the tractor, so it's not going to, you know, go shooting off down the track. But those other cars are way down over there somewhere. In fact, you know, since it is still an incline, or decline, technically, it's probably, they're probably sitting way down there. Like I said, I'll bring them back and hook them up to the train, and then we'll build that other half of the track. But I'll do that off camera, because it's kind of it's going to be a pain for me to run all the way out there and come back and do that 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but they might just be down the track a little ways and derailed. But I doubt it. We come in just fine. You know, we could, you know, go back there and then bring the switch in and come over here. But the problem is to go from our switch back here, and then head, see if I can kind of head over this way, because you go here, and then you go down a big hill and around, and the smelter's down over here somewhere. You know, it's just approximately down over there somewhere. But yeah, you know, it's just one of those things, you know. I'm gonna put a little brake on. I don't think we need that much, but wow. Yeah, see, if we would have the switch open, they would have been sitting down here. But I'm gonna get this down so that we're sitting where we can, drop all the cars. Now this might be a little rough. I mean, I don't think it's going to derail us, but might be rough enough where it's, you know, a pain. But now this one I know when we have a 6-car train, I actually have to pull this car about halfway past the end of here. So both this bush has to be the front of this car, normally. Right now we can stop here because it don't matter. But, okay, if we quick look at this, we got $800 in funds. We should have, what, 3 times 8 is 24, so 24, or $240 more dollars. So if we're at 800, yeah, we should be back over 1,000. It used to be that these things would push you into the water, but you also had to go up here and you had to pull down on the whole thing instead of hit enter, but that's a story for another time. But we'll let that finish and we'll take a quick look at what we got for money. Yep, 980, so just under 1,000. Right? We had 800. How is that number? That number's not right. Oh wait, no, it's 180. Sorry, my bad. I had the math correct, but I didn't have all the cars. We've only got 3 cars times 6 logs on each car. Which is 60. So, right? Is it 60 or 80 for a log? Yeah, it's 60. So 6, 12, 18, 180. Well, that's not bad for a day's work. I mean, we got a lot of track done. Well, like I said, we'll get this the loop going here. We'll have to put a switch in up here somewhere, and that'll be our switch for the loop. We'll probably put it back. Probably, what we'll do is we'll put in the switch, and then we'll put in the correct switch. And then we'll delete the other switch and just put a short piece of track in between it. That way, if we need something, something else for room, we've got it. As we add the track that goes over there, we'll do that. Oh yeah, and then we'll look at quick before we go. We'll look at this. So yeah, so we've already got 2 tracks inside the mill. And I think it starts us with a good pile of wood. I don't remember how much wood it starts us with, but this is supposed to be 1-to-1, so they probably gave us a bunch of wood to start. I don't remember. Yeah, because there's 26 pieces of lumber there. You can't tell me might be 1 to 2 or something like that with that. Because yeah, we'll at some point before we move on to the next job, we will, before we lay any more major amount of track, we'll get all that stuff done. Because then, the next thing after when we start loading these, we're going to need another set of cars, or another set of 6 cars. And then, from that point, we're also going to need, cars that'll carry the other wood that's up there. Cause that's actually, if you go into the thing here, I'm just trying to let this thing catch back up is what I'm trying to do. It's not gonna, this is made for the cordwood, and also we put the oil barrels on here at the end when we're ready to do that. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. And then let's see what. That's not what I want. That's way further up. These are the next ones we're gonna buy. We'll end up buying them to go. We got this showing here. They'll be over on the other end of the track, So yeah, that'll be fairly simple when we do that. Oh, I see what this is. this right here is the edge of the map type of thing, and that's our yard right there. So this is that track that runs right up to the end of the yard over here and isn't connected to anything. Well, it's kind of cool. Well, now I see I learned something today. But yeah, so I'll get those other 3 cars down here, and I'll start figuring out, kind of how we want to run the loop around, and we'll just kind of go from there. So hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Do check out the Gaming with Brightblade page. I do believe it's down in the comments. If it's not, I will add it for next time. Just let me know, and we'll get that put in there. And like I said, we may do a video tomorrow night. We may not. It all depends on how I feel like, But, I needed to do something tonight, so decided to do this. Well, I will see you guys next time.